What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, welcome to another episode of POW TV, where the power of words sparks the power of knowledge that sparks the power of action. And we got another good one for you today. Today we're going to be talking about a topic that I came across, and it says conspiracy theorists more likely to commit crimes, psychologists find. This is another story out the Independent. So buckle up. Here we go. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to keep the truth going, y'all. Because I can consider myself a conspiracy theorist or someone who believes in, stuff that the mainstream or, the normal media may not produce, may not put out there. I believe that there's something going on, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there feel the same way, that there's gotta be something going on. So when I seen this article, I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? You people? What you mean, you people? But, we're talking about this article talking about conspiracy theorists are more likely to commit crimes. And the only thing that they say about this, believe it or not, is that believers are more likely to claim for replacement items or refunds or compensation from a shop when they're not entitled to it, according to new research.
They're also putting out studies that say conspiracy theorists or conspiratorial ideas may make people criminal. There's no evidence for this.
This just happened, and I still can't believe it. Apparently, the universities of Kent and Staffordshire, some psychologists over there did a study now, and they have determined that people who believe in conspiracy theories, and their example here is, such as the theory that Princess Diana was murdered by the British establishment, are more likely to accept or engage in everyday criminal activity. That's how they started out, which sounds really scary because it's like, oh no, people who believe in conspiracies are criminals, right? You actually scroll down and read the public release that's on the AAAS Global Source for Science News Eureka Alert website, and it says here they're more accepting of everyday crime, such as trying to claim for replacement items, refunds, or compensation from a shop when they're not entitled to do so. That's not, okay, but on the level of crimes that are harmful and really impact society, is trying to get a refund for something you're not entitled to the biggest crime? They make it sound like if you believe in conspiracy theories...
It's not even clear that's a crime at all.
Just saying, it's like...
maybe in a few cases, I don't know.
And they also said that they found that the tendency to this criminal behavior was directly linked to an individual's feeling of a lack of social cohesion or shared values.
How is this study proving it all? It just sounds made up.
It says they may be, I know, and it says that it demonstrates people subscribing to the view that others have conspired might be more inclined toward unethical actions. Well, that's a real dimming down of the language there from more likely to engage in low-level crime, the low-level crime of trying to get a refund you're not entitled to.
So conspiracy theorists might make the return line at Walmart really long or something?
But then that didn't stop the New York Post from republishing it with this headline, "Believing conspiracy theories might make you a criminal. Study."
Which implies that it's scientific. It's just, they're...
No, they actually said this. This is the first line. Go figure, if you're a birther or a 9/11 denier, chances are you aren't much fun to be around. Sure, we've been saying this about our whack job uncle for years, but now it's backed up by science. People who buy into outrageous conspiracy theories say that no human has ever walked on the moon or the ancient pyramids were built by aliens are more inclined to actively engage in antisocial behavior. The biggest crime that's ever been committed, you tried to get a refund.
This article is totally ridiculous if you look into the details of it and just even on its face. And it's just like a general one more straw on the camel's back as they're getting ready to censor widespread free speech across the web for so many different reasons they can't even keep track of it. And they're just hoping a certain percentage of people will just gloss over and like, oh yeah, is it free speech criminal? I mean, this, it's not shoplifting. There's no bank robbery. We're down to the pins and needles of people might return stuff when they're not supposed to. What? This is bottom feeding.
I personally feel dumber for having read this now.
So they're saying conspiracy theorists are more likely to commit crime. And this is what psychologists say. And what psychologists say that they have found to give you the illusion that this is a scientific endeavor of some sort. You know, they say things like believers, which, you know, the believers are people that believe in conspiracy theories, are more likely to claim for replacement items, refunds, or compensation from a shop when they were not entitled to, according to new research. It goes on to say that people who believe in conspiracy theories are more likely to be involved in low-level crime, and that's according to a new study. While they have previously been associated with prejudice, political disengagement, and environmental inaction, psychologists at the universities of Kent and Staffordshire say that they can also make people more inclined to accept and actively engage in antisocial behavior. Now, this is all from believing in conspiracy theories. I mean, why does this is a story that they actually put out. Why does someone believing, you know, that the government could be responsible for things like 9/11 or something like that, why does that scare people so much? You know, I mean, if it's not true, if there's no, you know, weight to what I'm saying right now about, you know, conspiracy theories, and there's no truth to them at all, then why does it seem like the elite or the people in charge are so scared that they have to, you know, have stories like this come out? Why? I mean, this seems so over the top for a conspiracy theory situation. Antisocial behavior, they say. Okay, so in a first study, the findings indicated that people who subscribed to them, meaning conspiracy theories, were more accepting of everyday crime, such as trying to claim for replacement items, refunds, or compensation from a shop which they were not entitled to. I mean, that's okay. I'm not going to say how silly that is. The second study concluded that exposure to conspiracy theories made people more likely to intend to engage in everyday crime in the future. Wow. Okay, so what this is saying is that it sounds to me like, you know, it's trying to make conspiracy theorists out to be the criminals. You know? This is crazy. So I have a little bit of information that just kind of proves that conspiracy theories aren't always conspiracies. Okay, here's a couple of conspiracy theories that actually turned out to be true. The heart attack gun. The truth is that the CIA developed a secret weapon in the 60s and 70s. Wow. Operation Mockingbird. The CIA spies on and controls the media. That ended up being true. Okay? The CIA is spying on American journalists and controlling the media. Kennedy set the precedent for monitoring civilians. Okay? So these were true things. Let's talk about the poison alcohol. The FBI poisoned alcohol during Prohibition. Look at that. Turned out to be true. It was a conspiracy theory, but it was true. And then it talks about vaccines. Contaminated vaccines were spreading the SV40 virus. Okay. So basically, an estimated 10 to 30 million people may have been exposed to SV40 after receiving polio vaccines in the 50s and the 60s. And then more than 98 million people received polio vaccines before the contamination was discovered and eliminated. Oops. You know? All right, and then let's talk about gay bombs. Now, I've never heard of this one. Basically, it's saying dropping that gay bomb on the enemy. The military attempted to develop a bomb that would make enemy soldiers sexually irresistible to their comrades. Wow. In 1994, the U.S. Air Force explored the possibilities of using pheromones as a weapon. This is true, people. You can't write this stuff. You can't write this stuff. This is crazy. Okay, so you got things like government mind control. The fact that the Dalai Lama is a CIA agent. You got evidence that the government is using its resources to track its citizens, which comes as no surprise. The Gulf of Tonkin incident. Canada tried to develop a gaydar. Wow. And then the Illuminati and the US government are in cahoots. And check out this link below. Go to ITANIMULLI.com, which is Illuminati spelled backwards, and watch what happens. Anyway, I'm out of here for this one. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.